Hi, I'm Wendy Dickinson. I'm a mergers and acquisitions coach with Ascend to Sell. Have you ever thought about selling your business? Is buying another business on your bucket list? At Ascend to Sell, I specialize in working with business owners who plan to buy or sell a business. Years ago, my husband and I, with another couple, started a business. We each had talents that were unique. JD and I came from families of business owners. My family started construction, lawn care, and bookkeeping businesses. I had trained as a therapist and worked in outpatient and inpatient settings delivering mental health and substance abuse services. I had studied, worked with, and partnered with people who faced challenges, changed habits, and creating meaning in the midst of disruption. Very similar to some of the challenges that we as business owners face. Our friend Preston had this brilliant idea about document storage, and so Document Warehouse was born. His wife Lori had the marketing expertise. JD and I brought the investment banking knowledge and the psychology of a successful process. From the very beginning, we set the intention to sell when the time was right to a particular buyer. Our target buyer was Iron Mountain. Each decision we made, client obtained, system and process put into place, was designed to fit into Iron Mountain's model for acquisition. And guess what? We did it. Imagine the difference it would make for you to design your business to be ready at any time for a possible mergers and acquisitions transaction. How would your organization change? What might it become? How would your role change if you set that intention? Currently, a very small percentage of businesses that are for sale actually close. The percentage is actually less than 20%. And a very small percentage of that number, well, those closings almost never are considered a success. They fail to integrate. My work is designed to support and partner with clients through coaching. Coaching can be the secret ingredient to a successful close. It's entry into that elite percentage of business owners who are able to lead their organizations to prepare for, market, and transition through a merger or acquisition. I mentioned I come from a family of business owners who provided services. Service companies provide the greatest challenge for entrepreneurs to sell. I often heard my relatives proclaim that they would just sell it when the time was right. They didn't have to do anything right now. There was plenty of time. Well, construction companies, bookkeeping, and lawn care are three types of businesses that many people enter into with the idea of making a living using the skills they have at hand. How many of those companies go on to buy or sell others? Not many. These people created jobs for themselves, not scalable, sustainable organizations of value with assets to market. The M&A process is particularly challenging for owners who have never sold or bought a business before. The assumptions, interpretations, and beliefs that they have are not founded on the data. I'm going to offer you an acronym, CRAVE. CRAVE stands for compilation, review, audit, and valuation exercises. These things, CRAVE, lead to the data that owners need to establish a valuation that hold up under the closest of due diligence processes. At Ascend, I specialize in working with business owners who either want to grow their organizations through an acquisition or they want to sell the business they have worked years to build. I educate my clients about the M&A process, coaching them through it from start to finish. Clients work with me to establish self-awareness and incorporate practices to grow ecosystems of readiness and resilience within their organizations. My clients learn to transform the energy of emotion to create the momentum they need to complete a transaction. My experience with Document Warehouse demonstrated the importance of intentions and executing on those intentions. I coach clients in setting those intentions. They learn how a successful transaction depends on a growth mindset and self-awareness. This work is designed to maximize returns and minimize regrets. As a business owner, you are the expert in your business. Chances are you don't buy or sell other companies regularly. Mergers and acquisitions is another field of expertise and study. Those who do it well know it as a process requiring preparation. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The preeminent investment bank for middle market in the U.S. advises clients to consider 3 conditions when they're called on to determine if the time is right to sell. Is the industry performing well? Is the company performing well? Is the M&A market performing well? As a business owner, you're advised to be able to answer yes to 2 of the 3 of those questions to have a statistically significant chance of success in a process. One of the most amazing recommendations given is for business owners to try their best to follow, and they seldom succeed, is the advice to take the emotion out of it. Let me ask you something. Is your business your baby? How true is it that you have given years of your life to the organization? And can you let it go to just anybody if the price is right? Will you sell your baby to anybody with the money just to see the company close down, be stripped down, employees let go, and your legacy washed away? My bet is you do care. I will bet you have a list of conditions. I would. Who wouldn't? Now I'll ask you again. How do you feel about that baby? Chances are your conditions are based on loyalty, a sense of responsibility, and legacy. Those conditions are the kind that have the thread of emotion holding the organization together. I invite you, let's partner in creating a set of conditions that will identify your best fit buyer and that will work for you, your organization, and preserve your legacy. Are you in? Finally, I invite you to imagine this. Let's say you wake up tomorrow morning, you realize you have no appointments, you have no office to go to, you have no role in your organization, you have no fires to put out, because that organization is no longer yours. What would that feel like? What would you do with that? These types of questions are the ones that clients want the answers to before they sell, they buy, they retire, or they exit. Coaching is a valuable tool for determining those answers. Some of my clients have started their own smaller, more passion-filled businesses. Some have devoted their experience, time, and other resources to filling a need with meaning and purpose. You may or may not know those people, but I think we all know those who didn't do that work beforehand and were lost. My clients shudder at a future filled with the TV and a recliner. So I invite you, even if it's not me, but reach out to a coach. Start thinking and putting these plans, this framework in place. Give your transaction, give your business, give your legacy the greatest opportunity for success. Lead your people, lead your organization through the disruption of the transaction with integrity, leading with the values that you hold dear. And if you want to have a conversation with me about what that might look like, give me a call, shoot me an email. I'd be delighted if we just had a chat. Thanks.